Alrighty, hello again out there. We're currently on part 120, and we're just building up more of the island again. But like actually this time, so that's cool. Hoping it's gonna go well. I'm exactly seeing it going bad or anything per se, but definitely been kind of boring these past couple of days. So kind of want to try and get more done at the very least. But yeah, last time we were working on a big tree to put in that new area, mainly so that way I didn't actually have to do anything extra. And it's going into place all right. It's just taking a while. Do I have another body of water somewhere else? I don't know, my lights are on. Do I have another body of water somewhere? What the fuck? Is it really showing the glass? Is there? Oh, there's water at the bottom there. That is really weird. Makes sense, but and of course, this is still half filled with cobblestone and leaves because we need to farm more oak wood, but we also need to farm more azalea leaves as well. So we'll be going out to the swamp, planting a bunch of azalea bushes, and go. Wouldn't be too bad. Um, we could probably benefit from putting some extra sand down where the new building is, just to make sure that it looks better on the map. But it doesn't really matter what anything looks like on the map. It can look cooler, but doesn't really matter per se. But yeah, we redid this whole building area over here to look a lot better. We've actually gone ahead and completely taken out the whole market that was over here. It's probably just gonna get dissolved completely, honestly. We'll probably have stuff happening inside of the castle for workstations or inside of here, but between the tree going there and this now being my area, um, we won't have quite too many workstations anymore, and that's okay. Again, we got the farmers inside the hill, the woodcutters live here, but in terms of actual stuff being here, they'll probably go work at the castle or like something. I don't fucking know, but I want to build more stuff, but I'll say it will convene. But I just don't want to do a whole lot. Real quick before I forget, it's day 1292, and we're about to sleep to 93. I'm almost at 1300, and I have a tree that I need to go finish, so we better go finish it, hopefully. Got my host still, yep. But we're gonna finish this tree in the back there for today, and then probably take this down too, and then we'll figure out a couple of other things as well, but that'll be fine. Hey, welcome Mushroom as well, how you doing? But I'm just working on some stuff at my base that I've been wanting to get done for a while. Mainly this thing is here now just to kind of add some more stuff around. We're gonna maybe take that out. Just that way there's technically a way to walk around. Not that it would be really that important, but I still want to have something. And we should have some azaleas. I know I have azaleas in a thing somewhere. There we go. We'll take those. Take that bone meal back and those bone blocks. And that's really all I need, so got enough empty space in here. And yeah, let's just get to it. Want to go make sure though, one other thing. Yeah, we've been working on this area. We're basically making this building better. So we can fit in a couple of extra beds, all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna go check on the spider and gunpowder farm. Because I have been running. Yeah, that was kind of what I was worried about. Oh, it hasn't overproduced, however, it's still something that I need to keep an eye on. So I'll have to check back in on that every now and then. And then we'll probably have a similar issue with the iron farm as well that I'm going to need to check in on it every once in a while. And actually get some damn scaffolding or something that goes up here. I've been neglecting to do that for ages. Okay, do not lag there, please. And we still got our minecart flowing around, which is always good to see. I should have a little bit extra. I don't need to take that right now, just need to make sure it still is functional, and it is. That's cool. And there we go. Yeah, I want to take a little bit of a landing up here. So you can see the tree is going into place. Basically what we're working on now is just harvesting some more leaves to like make the kind of, it's just going to be one giant like leafy bubble, and then we're going to add in some extra like little bits and pieces of leaves and like maybe a branch on like the side there and like another tinier ones here and there. But basically we just want to make a giant bubble of leaf, and then we'll add some more bits on the underside and on top so it's not so like uniform and in shape, but that gets us something to fill in that kind of negative space a little bit, and then I can clean that out. And then still looking pretty good though, I'd have to say, especially once we get more of the actual mountain on the side there to reconnect better, then that should be good too, but we're not worried about that for the moment. I just need some azalea leaves. Oh, and all this stuff has been dissolving too. Let's see, what do we got? I want to say you can grow these things like next to each other like this, but I'm not sure. Yep. Might not be the most efficient, but I don't really care. Oh, I should actually shave the I need to shave the leaves away first and then actually shave away the wood. And I should have a shulker box of, and I know where it is, and it's not here because we just looked at it over there. But our scaffolding shulker box is not here. Damn it. No big deal. Luckily, don't really need it. I got most of it, and I'll just let the rest decay over time. But still, it is certainly a little bit annoying. I could technically jump for the rest of this stuff, but it don't really matter. There we go. That gets us more leaves and wood, which is exactly what we want. Specifically oak wood, because that's just what I wanted to build it out of. And then we will be using the flowering azalea leaves as well to make, just like texture differences. But it's not something for me to worry about at the moment. It's something to keep stockpiling on. We got 3.5, which is not nearly enough, so we need more. A lot more, in fact. And we'll kind of just do these in like large strips, so that way we can try and get some rooted dirt if it's needed. Just so that way we have it. It's better to have that than to not have it, considering how much of a pain in the ass it is to farm rooted dirt. Because you can farm the hanging roots, but as far as I remember, I don't believe getting a hold of rooted dirt, like easy to farm it. It's not that easy to farm. Like that azalea tree I'm leaving untouched because it's a natural one, so there's gonna be a bunch of rooted dirt under it, and there should be another one like right there as well that I leave untouched because rooted dirt underneath it that I don't want to forget where it is. But it's still important though. I'll just start foaming on. There we go. This is also why I invest heavily into like full netherite, literally everything, because not only is there actually no reason not to anymore, now that I can like make everything in the game pretty much that requires enchantments, but it, you know, makes stuff like this much easier because it's much higher durability, lasts more than shoes. Can't go wrong with it, you know? We're gonna put these away. I should have probably brought a spare shulker box, however, don't really care right now. That's alright. Yeah, it's fairly quick and painless to harvest all of this, at the very least. However, I do need to actually expand out the like grass platform a good bit, or do something different. One thing though is I do actually miss having a properly like dedicated area for tree farming, like I used to have like a long time ago. I don't even know if there's anybody here anymore that actually remembers that, but back like when it was still like a peninsula and not a full island, I actually used to have like a tree farm that could house like 16 of those like giant like spruce trees. And it was all like evenly spaced and everything, but mainly it was there for the spruce trees, so that way, you know, I could farm a lot of them without having to, you know, deforest like this whole place. So I'm gonna probably work on getting something like that. Maybe out in the swamp here, considering it's gonna be a bunch of land that realistically I shouldn't have any other use for. So we might look into that. That'll be good. I miss having that. I think 9 stacks or so of leaves. This is what it's gonna be. That should be plenty. At least for now. We can always come back and get more, but for now, that's fine. I have to pop the bed down here and sleep in a moment. And you might notice the black spots in between the leaves. Well, I have it on fast, like rendering for that stuff, just to kind of help my computer out a little bit. However, I don't even know if it helps it out enough to like warrant having it, or at all, for that matter. So we'll probably upgrade it back to like fancy or whatever. Back to default. But we'll see how much of a dip it takes. I remember doing that mainly because, like, I remember like my computer's having a real hard time keeping up with this stuff a long time ago. But it turns out I had just set the render distance up to like it wasn't even a render distance. I think actually I had to have been, 'cause I don't ever touch the simulation distance. But either way, something got really big that shouldn't have gotten really big, and you know that caused a ton of issues in its own. So I ended up fixing that a long time ago by now. It should still be fixed, but who knows? I don't see there being any problems with it though, so we'll probably just update it again. What the fuck is that? That's just like... Oh, that might have been like, that might be some wood blocks in the air. Because we still have stuff that's decaying, but it's not within simulation distance ever, so it wouldn't actually decay. It's like frozen in time. Till I go out of my way to like burn it down or something, but... No, we'll commit some arson another day. That's alright. Oh yeah, I've just been kind of enjoying taking it easy here the past couple of days, mainly because I took that exam on Friday, and I'm doing a little bit of accounting homework, and then I got some more of it I need to do tomorrow, then I gotta go to class on Tuesday, but, you know, my semester here is starting to wrap up finally, or we're in a stretch of it where I, like, actually know what the hell I'm doing finally, which is good for me, because I don't have to stress over it as much anymore. I mean, it's taken a lot out of me just to even make it this far, you know? This hasn't exactly been easy for me. Alright, well, I'll leave that there. I'll probably, like, plant some more stuff later, but it should be okay for now. All we're gonna do is take this back and just go ahead and start putting in some leaves, so, yeah. Real easy stuff. Especially when you got a lot of bone meal left over, too, mainly. And we are just using cobblestone to just to kind of map out some things. So it's gonna all, you know, like basically get destroyed and all that at some point. It just doesn't need to be right now. There we go. Alrighty, so something like that should be good. All we really need to do now is just kind of go up a block, basically. And I'm also gonna take back some of this stuff here. We're gonna be using the Silk Touch pickaxe just in case I mine any of these leaf blocks by accident. Oh, and I guess I can actually turn up the, let's see, fancy should be fine. Yeah, we just need fancy. Oh my god, we can see through the leaves again. Whoa, let's see here. It's gonna lag because it's in my base in general, so as long as it's not like a massive dip, I honestly should never worry about. But I'm just building up the rest of this oak tree that I was working on last time. It's an oak tree, and it's very big, or relatively big. Not really that big, but it's much larger than a normal one. But mainly I figured I didn't want to actually have like a bunch of like market stuff anymore, because I've also like I've also taken back that land, so I'm actually going to be able to use that along with the bit of land that's way down there as well. So I'm giving myself back a lot more land, which is great, because I actually can build stuff up here for me, and you know, have some other like miscellaneous farms like the sugar cane and bamboo farm, or but like carrots or something. I don't fucking know, but you know, I get more land back, and then I'm just building this tree for shits and giggles, pretty much, just because there's something missing here. Because I was gonna move the market stuff to be here, but figured, nah, I don't want to do that. So now we're just gonna do this instead, because it's a cool tree. Trees are cool, especially when they're this big. They get a little bit cooler. Give me a second here. But I mean, it'll be a cool build. It just takes some time to do. But currently we're just in the process of getting ready to turn it upwards, so basically we're just going to put one leaf block on the ends of all of these, and then it's going to start to curve upwards, and then it'll have to curve in and on itself. We're just going to do that. And then I'll have to take some scaffolding and go around the underside to make sure that all this stuff, you know, is better. And I might actually have some use for green glass. I'll actually have use for that cactus if I do this right. But I think I can take out certain parts and just put glass in front of them. But we'll worry about that near the end of it. But should be able to use glass to do some cooler things. Of course, I need to be careful this doesn't get struck by lightning when I'm not looking or something, because, you know, that would not be good. So we're gonna actually probably have to put in a lightning rod here soon. All I need to do is just kind of go around again and then build up with 2 leaves, and then probably like 4 leaves, and then it can start curving back in on itself. And then we can go around the outside of it to detail it a little bit more. There we go. But I'm probably gonna get this tree done today, and then, well, with this tree done, honestly, we won't have a whole lot left to do other than the, like, castle bits inside of the mountain, so we'll probably get this tree done, do all of the, castle stuff in there, and then next time I'll be able to just, like, do a bunch of, like, interior decoration across, like, the entire island, so, like, we're talking, like, getting their beds and workstations put into place, like, planting the forest there, getting some various, like, azaleas and, like, grasses, like, planted around the whole island to give some more greenery everywhere and things like that. I'll probably even, like, hide all my lighting, like, under, like, moss carpet or something finally. Or just use lanterns in certain parts to make that look better too, but we're near the end of it. And then I can start working on resketching all of the outside part of the mountain range soon enough. But I think today too, because I definitely want the tree done, and I can probably at least get the work on the castle done in terms of just kind of shaping up the inside to be better, and then adding in some of the outside like buildings, like, or at least sketching them out or whatever, where we basically have like, you know, like small like imprints on the sides of them that show where they need to be built and like their diameters are and all that kind of stuff. But mainly we can do simple like work like that, and then I want to go out and find an ancient city that's a lot closer to my base, because the nearest ones that I know of are like 30,000 blocks away in the overworld, and you know, that's not very cool. And I know there has to be more that are closer. There's literally no fucking way there aren't, considering that if, hell, I even have the book still. There's and we even visited for our mud the other day, or a couple of days ago, but this mangrove swamp here is, you know, generated in new chunks, and it's not all too far away from my base in the nether at all, but it is definitely new chunks, which again, 449 and negative 1116, so, and then mainly in the nether, it's really not too bad, it's like a quick little electroflight, but my main point is there should be some, there's gotta be, like, an ancient city that's, like, close, you know? So we're gonna go out to the mangrove swamp portal there and probably just keep an eye on things like the continentalness, all that kind of stuff. Or it was the erosion value, not continentalness, but either way, we're gonna go look around for some good signs that there could be an ancient city, and then we're gonna go poke around and try and find one. Mainly I want to scout one of those out that's a lot closer to my base because they're cooler to explore, we get a chance for enchanted golden apples again, but the one that's closest to my base, I'll probably be able to renovate into a warden farm slash mob switch farm, like hybrid. So, you need like 70 wardens to make an actual like active mob switch, And then if you also like get a hold of a different ancient city as well, I could probably make a an actual like warden farm, so we could farm like a skull catalyst and whatnot. Because it's evolved after enough time now to where all these kinds of farms are like already well established, so I can just probably get a YouTube tutorial on it fairly easily. And I'm pretty sure even Omango's made one already, so an actual like full-blown tutorial, which is great because, you know, makes things a lot easier. I'm pretty sure nothing spawns on leaves, but definitely does on scaffolding, so do a little something like that. Really? Damn. Thought for sure I could put torches up here, but oh well. Not like it really matters. I kind of want to take a look at it from the outside, so that's exactly what we're going to do, and then I'll go sleep in my actual bed. So we're going down to here. You can see it's starting to actually billow out a lot more, which is good. So we'll probably build it tall, like maybe 4 to 6 blocks tall in the next block over. Maybe like 4. We'll do 4, and then that's when it has to start curving back in on itself. So we'll do a layer of 4, which is its outermost layer, and then it curves back in a little bit by 1 block to go 3, and then like 2, and then 1. Oh, maybe not 3 to 2 to 1. It should probably be like 4 to 2 to 1, and then horizontal 2, and a horizontal 4, and then we do like whatever's little bits left at the top. But looks good, at least for now. It's a good start. I don't dislike it. Ow. But I guess we'll go sleep first. Yeah, I think it'll and how it already is kind of adding a lot, considering you can see it from underneath from down here. Even when it's all done, you'll be able to probably like see it actually like poke over, which is cool. And I need to dismantle this as well at some point, but I'm not worried about that. I'll do that later. Yep, and 1.19.1 is still locked out pretty much because they're still working on all that censorship shit, you know. It's fine, it's whatever, but want my LA duplication and, you know, get that done. Let's see what we got. I wish you could bone meal like azalea leaves and then turn them into like flowering azaleas like on demand. That would be kind of cool. Make it easier than having to go out of my way to like punch out like individual leaves and then put in some new. But that's fine. Oh man, excuse me, something in my eye. You can kind of already see what we need to do, but basically for this spot, we're gonna take some scaffolding and like go there, and then have some scaffolding go under and around. And all we want to do is basically just have it bulge at the peak there just a little bit more, and then curve out to where it's like a quarter of like a, oh, what's the word? It's not like a 3D oval, like an egg shape kind of thing, but I know that's not the actual thing. It's not sphere either. Oh well, but either way, we want this to just bulge out a lot more and I guess be somewhat of a SME sphere, so. But like, you know, an egg shape kind of thing, which is fine. Could be good here. There we go. So we're gonna build up 3, and then we're gonna go around and layer, and just give it 4. Oh, I should have built this on the inside. Oops. Because now I'm gonna actually have to. Oh, damn it! I should have planned ahead a little bit more. I built this on the wrong part because I should have done it on the inside, like here. So that way I actually would have had an easier time taking these out, because of course something like that can't just stay, but Oh well, a little bit too late for it now. But we'll just continue this all the way around, and then I'll go take out what I can, I guess. Okay, we're out. We're gonna just go ahead and get this out of the way first. So really all we have to do is just go and trim this, you know, first layer here. Here we go. That means we can come in a lot easier on a little bit and take out the rest of the cobblestone. On a related note, we're also nearly out of azalea leaves, so we'll have to go ahead and get some more here soon. Let's switch that around. Might try doing something like getting a full netherite beacon at one point, but, you know, full netherite beacon for God's sake, so I can't exactly just say that. But I might give it a try one day. But it's just going to be weird considering I'm not going to be using like tunnel boring machines to get any. But I was thinking about it, and what would probably be like a very cool, like really end game goal to just have like a netherite beacon, like a full one. But you know, that means I'd have to go out of my way to get it, which, come on. Besides, I shouldn't even be thinking about stuff like that. I've already got a lot on my plate right now. Got that whole mountain range that needs to be finished. You know, I've got a big, you know, sphere that needs to be worked on at some point again. I got a couple of other farms I need to build, and then at some point I'm gonna have to go back through and redesign all of them, or most of them. There's a couple of niche ones I won't redesign, mainly because, you know, they don't need to be redesigned, but there definitely are some that should be redesigned to be better. Like the like one of them I would probably redesign, honestly, is the gold farm to be like a fully automatic one that like just runs like relatively close to my base. Cause there's got to be I don't know how efficient the portal based farms are, where like they spawn, because you know like zombie pigmen can spawn out of like a nether portal in the overworld, and if you have a big enough set of portals, they'll just do it a lot, and you can farm gold off of it that way. Well, there used to be a thing on Bedrock Edition where you can like light and unlight the portal constantly, and then that would make like a really good gold farm. But they don't have that on Java, which is fine, but you could still do it the old-fashioned way. You just make a massive cube of like, you know, obsidian and just light these individual portals, and then you leave it unlinked so they spawn, you know, in the overworld, and then they fall down some water streams chasing some turtle eggs, and then, you know, you just bring to one central spot where they just die to fall damage or something. Key thing being fall damage, so I don't want to actually have to like sit down and like AFK there to like kill them, you know. But or it doesn't have to be fall damage, but you get my damn point. I don't know where I put my scaffolding either. I think it's down below. We're gonna have to go grab it. I want that back. I already had some in my inventory. God, dude, I am not paying attention today, am I? I guess it don't particularly matter, but still. Helps to keep an eye on things like that, you know? I'll go ahead and just fly out really quickly, see what we got. Yeah, that looks already a little bit cleaner. So again, we're going to be adding some branches on the sides and whatnot, but now it's time that we start kind of caving it back in on itself. you fucking joking? Oh, whatever. Can still put cobblestone on it. Just kind of weird that you can't put folding on leaves like that. But I guess it makes enough sense. Just weird. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna dump this away in there. Take some of that. And all we really have to do is just go around the edges yet again. Like this. Yeah, I can still get to it from the outside, so it should be fine. There we go. I'll just get all this cobblestone shaved away, go take a look at it, and then we'll go sleep again. And it's gonna look very fucking square to start with, but again, we will be actually going and placing in extra leaves on like a lot of the ends and whatnot manually. I am aware of that. But I kind of don't want to do anything about it right now, because that's not the point of what this is. Also, I need to light this up as well. Gotta get some more scaffolding, because we're going to have to readjust a little bit. Here we go. Won't worry about it as much on the inside as we will worry about it for the outside, but it'll still be fine. Yeah, it's good. And you know, it'll have time to bush out and all that. A good start. Just a rough shape, that's all it needs to be. Oh yeah, just stop playing in the middle of a song. That's cool. Thank you. Very cool. I'll have to mess around with trying to get a better extension at some point too, but I did that last time and it did not quite work as intended, so it was fine, but it didn't really help out a lot. Still had to go back in and manually start songs every now and then. Not until I get one that I know works 100%, we're gonna have to deal with that a while. Which that's alright, but still. I also do not have pretty much any leaves left. Which is a problem, so we're gonna have to go out and grow some more azaleas. Probably go get another couple of stacks of leaves, and then we can start taking out this cobblestone here. I want to say that's something we can go up there and like sneak and then get it that way instead of having to some other weird shit. But who knows? Like, we should be able to come here basically. Instead of having to go under and like use all this extra scaffolding, I can just go one at a time and break all of this like so. There we go. Alrighty. We have, these are all flowering, and I would like to save those so those don't actually count. So we're gonna have to go get a couple of other things. Mainly, I need an actual empty shulker box, and we need to go get that first, and then we can go do some other stuff. Yeah, it's looking bushier. Good. Alrighty. And then again, we'll take some time too, but like from like here, for example, or in the back, we'll basically have like a relatively big branch going out more or less, not exactly from each cardinal direction, but more or less each cardinal direction, or like three of them, will have a fairly large branch coming out, and then it, you know, spindles into like smaller branches like branches tend to do, and then we, you know, bush the underside with extra leaves so that way it's not so uniform. And then, you know, we bush the top a little bit more with some extra leaves, so again, it's not so uniform, but it's actually near the end, which is very good. It'll look pretty good. Scale of it's good. I don't have any complaints with it at the moment, mainly because it's still a work in progress, so, but it is definitely up there. It's getting better. We're gonna just steal one of these. And I want to keep in mind too that I should probably pick a spot that which I guess would be this swamp, so we'd have to flatten out a little bit of it. But I want a part of this swamp to I want a part of it to renovate, so I could have a dedicated tree farm relatively close to my base again. I haven't had that in ages, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna like empty out something like that first, and then we'll go around and... What? No, I'm still holding the AT, so... But yep, we're basically just gonna flatten this out a little bit, relight it, and then we shouldn't really have any issues. Yeah, I don't know why we're getting constant frame drops though again. I hate it when that happens, but whatever. Now we're gonna do things a little different this time around. I want this one kind of like up in the air a bit more. So we're gonna first of all take this. And then I should have the other box here. Yep. And we're just gonna borrow some of that. Does it even need to be off? Nah, it doesn't really need to be off there now. Well, never mind, we'll scratch that. I'll probably just like section a better part of it with like cobblestone or like deep slate or something like that, just so there's like a fixed border, so that way it doesn't spread podzol everywhere, because I forget where I should stop planting. And this spot needs to be kind of left alone, because that's where I know I get blue orchids from. So we're gonna carve that away. And we're just gonna take a little bit of time here, basically, to fill in some extra stuff. Nothing too hard. Just want more flat land to work with. And then we'll kind of wait for it to become nighttime too. Could be happening relatively soon, in the next couple of minutes, and then basically just light this stuff up, and then we'll just make a simple 4x4 of those like other squares and space them out. And then that's how we know where we need to plant our spruce trees. And then I want to have an extra section of just like a strip of dirt where we can grow like the azaleas and like other like smaller trees. Because the 2x2s are for actual like 2x2 trees like dark oak and spruce and junglewood, but the other ones need to be for... And I probably should have a whole other section just for mangrove as well, but we can probably renovate this whole area over here into something that lets me grow a bunch of wood in like a nice like contained area that looks good, and I don't have to go commit another act of deforestation, so... That stuff all the way out there is still decaying, and I need to actually go and help it decay faster, but it's fine for now. Yeah, that's probably enough space, but I could get more. I should get more. And we also need to actually unload all this grass. Did not throw this away. There we go. He's just better. Just kidding, he's dead now. That might be a thunderstorm. Definitely might be. Fuck, I completely forgot how to get out of a bed. I completely, like, blanked out. I was like, huh. You know, I haven't had to do that, except I have, literally just today, and I just... brain gave out, I guess. But mainly we didn't want to sleep yet, because I still need to actually, like, take some time here to light up some extra stuff. Oh yeah, and you can already see, like, we still actually have a lot of the swamp that still needs to be lit up, so you know what, we'll just take some time to expand our borders here. Yep, starting to get things like skeletons to spawn. We still have the netherite chestplate on, so no creeper can actually be able to kill us in one shot, which is great. And we need to take some more time here to light this up. Now we've got a fair bit of distance still, but again, I want to take some more time to get more of a buffer area, you know? Oh, I should probably have this whole swamp lit up at some point too, just because, you know, if I plan on expanding out this far anyways, I should probably get even more of it done. Of course, there's still the occasional 18 skeletons or something to, you know, try and murder me. If it wasn't raining, maybe that would help too, but it always likes picking the dumbest times possible. But that's alright, not like it really matters. A little bit of light there. There we go, it's better. Technically, this should already be like good enough to be perfectly honest with you, but you know, we'll get some more. Oh, yeah, skeleton. Crazy. I'll just show it here for a second, why not? Not you can do anything. Not only can I out-tank everything, I can also outrun literally everything, assuming I don't get slowed down like vines like that again, but, you know, not really much of a threat, honestly. Not to mention having Elytris, I can just go run to, like, safe land, like in the ocean usually, and then just go fly away really quickly. I have no coal on me. That's a shame. Alright, what's up, little dudes? But anyways, that should probably good, or be better, at least for expanding, so we'll go ahead and just pop that on and just fly back like I just talked about. And boom, all the danger is unloaded, so can't exactly do anything to hurt me. Not to mention the fact that, you know, my entire fucking base is lit up. Aside from this, which I seem to have just completely forgotten about, but that's alright. We'll light up that scaffolding in a little bit. I seem to have been shot, but you know, it's just a flesh wound. What's the worst that could happen, right? Why has it already been an hour? What the fuck? I haven't even done anything. I've done more of the bush, but like, why? Let's just kind of take a look and see. So our border's about there. We still haven't actually fully lit it up yet. But I'd reckon we could probably get like into this part of the swamp, that hillier part done, and then probably push way back into there too sometime later today if I really needed to. But otherwise, it's not too big of a deal. But yep, you got a lot more turf now to work with, so a lot safer too. Put that on. Why? Alrighty, this should be a much more suitable piece of land for, you know, trees. We want a lot of them, so this ought to do just nicely. That is obsidian. I have no coal on me, that's not cool. My ender chest seems to be somewhere else, which isn't exactly cool either. Don't appreciate that. That is literally not fucking loc logs, but sure, whatever. There we go. Alrighty. Got that. I can just go throw these away, they don't exist. We'll have to come back with more torches at some point, but this should be a nice chunk for now. Times 16 is 2 stacks, so gonna be a little bit short here. Basically, all we really have to do is just, it's quite simple. We just go around a little bit. I should probably use my shovel to speed this up just a little bit here. And we'll come back with more, like a lot more torches to do some more lighting, and cobblestone too, because I need to plant these out a bit better. Basically, we leave a four block gap between each of these, just because I want to make sure they have enough room. I don't even think it has to be that big, I just want it to be that big. And we'll do this a little bit more. This is giving me a nice break from having to work on like building something. I want to actually just break shit again. I haven't done that in a while. I miss doing that. Oh, this is nice. I can build a little bit, but I just don't want to be building like buildings and trees constantly, you know? There we go. Very cool. Oh, we can even do 5. Well, actually, no, we can't do 5, mainly because of that. And we'll probably just tear that down and get rid of all the blue orchids as well, mainly because the only reason I had this here was to mark out where I could get blue orchids. Because, like, the whole, like, flower map thing, you know, that, like, exists in every game where, or exists in, you know, this game where, you know, like, depending on where you bone meal stuff, you get flowers. And, like, they're, like, this block will always be able to like bone meal and turn into a blue orchid and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what you do for flower force as well to make consistent flower farms. So I'm just gonna do that here with blue orchids in case I need a light blue dye. But now that I sit down and think about it, I have not touched it in ages, ever since I found it. And if I really need light blue dye that badly, I can go farm bone meal at the Wither Skeleton farm. And then for the blue part of the light blue, I can just go get some lapis or some other shit. I want to go get redstone too. I've been trying to see if I could make like a redstone farm, but here's it. You know, the only good way is like witch farms. Like a huge proper dedicated witch farm that's like a double or quad witch hut or whatever kind of deal. Which I do not even know would even exist on this seed because I don't even know what the seed is. But plus I don't even want to go that far out anyways. But the other thing too is, you know, just actually taking some time and going mining for a couple of hours, like under my base, and just seeing what I can get. But then again, I've kind of already drained my base out of all of its redstone, so we probably would have to go pick somewhere better, somewhere new. That's all right. Alright, not only do we need more cobblestone, we need more torches and shulker boxes, so we're gonna take a little breather from this to go get all that stuff. And also go litter or something. There we go. It is our scaffolding box. There we go, we got our ender chest. Some extra sticks, some extra coal. Go make a couple of extra torches. Just make sure the tree is lit up here. Just because I don't want to have any weird mob spawns up here specifically. There we go, good enough. I need more of that. There we go. Some more cobble. And we're gonna take this with me for the time being along with that. And we're just gonna go pick up an extra, like, 2 shulker boxes or whatever I can fit in my inventory. And some food. Because I have no food left. There we go. Good enough for me. Got good elytra durability still, should be fine. There we go. Now it is turning nighttime again, so you know how this is gonna go. We're gonna want to take a little bit of time here out of my night to go light up some extra things, and then we should be good to keep building. Oh, look at a skeleton. Cool. Yeah, we'll just dip into this part of the swamp here a little bit. Maybe light up some more. But mainly, we don't really want to light out this way past this section. Just a little bit left that needs to be lit, but... Okay, well, Collateral accidentally killed a spider by accident. Because they went for that creeper and, you know, overcorrected, but you did not just fucking try that, bitch. Oh, you did not. Jackass. And they even hit me with it, too. I think it's slowness, right? Yep. Slowness for 30 seconds. Oh, pain in my ass. Anywho, we got more stuff to light. Yeah, I get it. You want me dead. Shut the hell up. Yeah, so this is probably deep enough into the swamp. We'll light up just a little bit more on like the coast or something, but we're probably gonna go ahead and turn back around and just save the rest of these torches for some other things. I'd have to guess it should be fine. However, that over there being unlit, that's another issue we'll have to address too, but mainly this stuff can be kind of unlit for however long it needs to be, because I won't plan on using this swamp for... Oh, and actually we even have another set of blue orchids here, so that's good, but I don't plan on using this swamp for a lot, if anything, at all, honestly. So what would probably end up happening is we'll light up a good chunk of this still, but that whole like section of land needs to be completely lit up as high as it gets, mainly so that way, you know, I can build there at some point. But, you know, it should be fine for now. Got some other darker patches here, but they're fine. And then if we need to, we can fill in a little bit more of that land, but again, should also still be fine. I heard a slime for... Oh, there, because there is a slime. Okay. There we go. Did I open 2 shulker boxes? Why did it fucking do it twice? It played the noise twice for like no reason, which I don't think should ever happen, but you know, what do I fucking know, I guess, but that was really weird. Might have just been like an audio bug or something, nothing more, but that just sounded odd. Well, anyways, we've got our big thing done here with, you know, our tree planting, so yeah, we can plant 16 4x4 2x2 spruce trees. We can plant 16 of them, however, we're still not actually quite done yet because we need a little bit more space to do some other pieces, but first we'll take some of this dirt here and kind of even things out a little bit, so... Yeah. Alright, so this is real simple. All we do is basically just connect up what we already have back over to here. Like that. And then basically, I guess we're actually going to want to make it a little bit more rectangular. There we go, something like simple like that, so that's all I really needed. And basically all we're gonna do is just tear out a large strip of like dirt, surround it with cobblestone, and then we ought to be pretty much good. I should do this one more block. I can have it even with this stuff here. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, don't fucking lag on me when I'm counting. It's very not cool. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Piece of shit. Okay, okay. Stop fucking doing that. Damn, bitch. God. So unnecessary, too. I know my computer can handle this because it's Minecraft, for God's sakes, but it hasn't had these issues too much until I've really started streaming, which, you know, makes a lot of sense, but even then, I don't care if it makes sense or not. Shit needs to quit happening. I can't exactly just upgrade right now, considering I have no money, but, you know, one day. Oh, one day indeed, because it's starting to take me off. We'll just go out to there. And then we'll go out to here. Basically just this nice, like, 3 wide strip of grass that's gonna go the entire length where that one ends. There we go. So this is for every type of small tree that I could want. These are for big trees. And then we're gonna have a separate specific thing for mangrove trees because they're a pain in the ass in their own right. Luckily that shouldn't be. 1, 2. God, I thought I forgot how to count. I was about to say that I not put all those in, but no, I did. Alrighty. How do I keep managing to do this? I think I like put it on grass or something and it counts as like if I put it on this grass. Yeah, like what the fuck? It is so just bizarre, but might be a good building trick to know one day. Who knows? Not that it ever would really come in handy, but still could be a nice little deal. But now we're just gonna clear this stuff out basically. And we got quite a lot of it. Oh, and also I forgot to even fill this in, so can't forget to do that. It has been an hour 20. We're almost done here. Alrighty, we got move all of these out the way, remove them to the other side. And odds are we'll have to take some time again when it's nighttime to relight everything, but that should be fine. This one's really simple. We go 8 blocks out, then we put in our cobble, and then we just basically do like a fairly long strip of cobblestone again. And then we need to make sure it's wide enough as well, but... Very, very cool. I need more cobblestone yet again. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And all we do is just drag this down. Like that. And we want it to be 9 like across, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this is the row specifically we would be planting propagules in, so the roots could actually go out like a good bit. And then 4. There's our other endpoint. And then we just drag and connect. Interesting. And again, we want to take some time here to light everything back up. And we need to go back and get some more cobble, because I am currently out, so yeah. We're going to get more cobblestone, and then our farm should actually be good to work. And we're also going to light up the scaffolding while we still are here. Oh, we still got that chance. Easy enough. Damn it, not again. Keep forgetting this is here. So basically all the propagules get planted on this very center strip of grass and dirt. And then, you know, they have plenty of space to actually expand out their roots. They can overexpand, which is good, which is still fine, but mainly we want to try and contain them within that thing. If they don't get contained with that, we can just kind of move the cobblestone over a couple of extra blocks just for like a cleaner border. It actually matches up correctly, but otherwise this is fine for now. They don't need like water or nothing either. They can just be planted and, you know, no questions asked, which is always good to see too. And it looks like our aggressive amounts of spawn proofing have worked because you literally can't even see anything. There's like a skeleton over there, like singular, but you can't even see like a zombie or a creeper or anything like out for like miles. So, you know, did pretty good. Of course, we'll be lighting up even more at a later point in time when, you know, I actually need it, but I do not need it for a while. So yeah, good. I light up a little bit more, but whatever. Go. And we need to make more torches yet again. Yeah, I still need to make more, damn it. Oh well. Yep, we got a fully completed tree farm for like every type of tree pretty much, so, and I still need more torches. God damn it. Seriously, dude. They're still fucking back at my base, aren't they? Whatever, we'll just grab some shit out of here. That's what this is for, after all. To just be able to do this kind of stuff a lot easier. I don't know why I didn't just shift click there, but, you know, whatever. Alrighty. Cool, so we can plant a bunch of trees and stuff, and we can actually get started finally on what we were here to do in the first place, which was plant a bunch of azalea trees over here, where the azalea trees go. When it comes to lighting this stuff up too, we'll probably bury the lighting like in the floor or something. Like in each of these corners here, basically we would just put in like a torch with a moss carpet over it. So that way it keeps it out of the way of the spruce trees or whatever. Either way, that should be fine. We'll go ahead and just dump all this extra shit away. And we can finally grab our azaleas, our bone meal, and we should be good to just start planting all this stuff. And we can take all this back. There we go. There we go, good enough. Why? Again, like, why did it do that twice? Like, it's just weird. Not that it matters, but still just kind of odd. So now what I literally should just be able to do is just plant, like, just a massive fucking amount of, bush. Big bush. Now, if we go ahead and just kind of start. Here we go, do a little something like that. And basically all we should have to do now is just harvest all of the leaves. And then we get to use them. Also, I'm gonna probably like expand the grass out here a little bit more, and then put a like wall on the side of it, so that way I don't like keep running off of it constantly. It's gonna happen. Okay, for real, this is getting a little annoying with those stuttering. Like, come on. Like, why the fuck? Oh, incredible. Thank you, Firefox. Oh, that should be about all of them. Yeah, we've definitely got the leaves that show it. That's at least good. Nice, very good. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna reorganize a little bit. Basically, all the flowering azalea leaves can go to hell, but we basically just want all the actual azalea leaves to be stored in a separate little box. That way I know where they are. And all we really have to do here is just cut down all the wood, harvest whatever excess leaves we have along the way, and then we should be good to go. And then we actually make plenty of excess azalea, you know, I guess azaleas in general. Sorry, I was going to say azalea trees, but no, that's not it. But anyways, we make plenty of excess azaleas in order to like keep this thing growing. Not from this specifically, because I'm taking all the leaves, but we make enough from the moss farm to where, you know, hell, I'm sitting on a whole stockpile of them for God's sake, so can't be doing too bad. But we'll probably just take some time here, go along the top, clear out all these leaves, and then just get the rest of the wood by hand. this was a good investment. Just being able to actually have some basic, like, organized plot work done so I can actually grow trees in a neater way. Not that I ever needed to have it be like this neat or anything, but it doesn't hurt to, you know, have it be organized, you know? This will be the same kind of idea for the mangrove trees as well, is we'll have to go through and clear out a lot of the roots by hand, and then we can probably like clear out a lot of the leaves by hand, and then we're left with the wood, which we can like easily mine and like take out all of the branching parts too when that happens. And remember, this section that we're using for this azalea wood is also going to be useful for things like, you know, acacia or birch or the tiny spruce trees, which I don't know why I don't want to mine the tiny spruce trees, but acacia, birch, other wood types that are 1 block tall, like azalea, but I forget that they exist, which I actually think that technically is all of them, because then we have like dark oak, jungle, spruce. So dark oak, jungle, spruce go on the big like square ones. Azalea, oak, birch, and acacia would go in this one here, and then that's really all there is to it. And then the mangrove ones go on the other side. Alrighty, that's all of our azalea leaves. Good. Have another 50 flowering, yeah. We'll put this spare cobblestone away too. And this wood as well can just be stockpiled in case we want it for later. Which actually we will, because I'm planning, I want to try and maybe do some like small canopy with like unlit campfires, but, or I think that was the plan, and then I started working on that tree because that's where that was going to go for the market. But either way, it's still going to have a ton of these, just like extra wood laying around that I don't need to use to build with. I can use it to make like stuff with. I use the spruce wood for building, and then I can use this oak wood for making like, you know, campfires and things of that nature. Which is always good. Now, this also doubles as a way for me to get a hold of some extra rooted dirt, sorry. So, yeah, we'll harvest all of the rooted dirt out of the ground and then just replace it with some simple grass. And, yeah. So we got a nice extra 9 stacks of azalea leaves. If I spaced out my trees better, I probably would be getting a lot more because they kind of like all take up like the same space, so it's not the most efficient that it could be, but I really do not give a shit, to be perfectly honest. And also it gave like no returns on actual azaleas, so you know, we would have to go back down underground and go get some more, which is fine. Just something I want to point out is all. Yeah, all we're gonna do is just harvest all the rooted dirt that's spawned. Easy enough to do. Especially considering, since it's dirt, obviously, you know, I can't insta-mine cobblestone with a shovel, so actually I have an easy way to do that. There we go. Yeah, now we got some excess rooted dirt, just a little over a stack. We got our azalea leaves that we wanted, we got a ton of extra wood. And what we're gonna do is just take this stuff to head back with me. And we'll leave this other stuff here for now, but yeah, cool little tree farm. Nothing too crazy or complicated, doesn't need to be, it just needs to be pretty neat and organized. And it is. We'll probably even grow some mangrove trees here soon. But first, I want this tree done. Okay, not cool. Why would I put it there? But yeah, we're just gonna go inward by like 2 blocks, so nothing too hard to understand here. Got my bed on me, good. There should be enough leaves as well to get this done for today. But we shouldn't actually have to go out and mine any extra. Or at least to the best of my knowledge. Got our bed here, there we go. Wonder if we've hit 1300 yet. Yeah, we actually just hit day 1300, so that's cool. I'll update that next time, but pace is still coming along. Thinking about taking a little bit more of a break, so I'm still considering it, but I am definitely feeling a little bit more burnt out. Mainly because now that I do have a fixed schedule, I've been really sticking to it a lot more than I should have. But I'll probably take a little bit of a break for a couple of days, like this week in general. So I'd be back over the weekend and all that, and then go back to normal next week, but I'd take like Monday through Friday to like just kind of take it easy and not play Minecraft for a little bit. Just for my own sake, so I can come back, maybe get some new ideas, and then actually want to finish building. It's still going good though, I just don't want to like overdo it. Alrighty, there we go. And then all we want to do is just line the inside here. And then this one will just build in like 3 or something, and then the top one will build in 4 until it's completed or whatever. Alrighty, so do we want to do 2 or not 2? I think we'll do 4. Yeah, we'll do 4. Alrighty. Here we go. And basically we just build it up and in to fill in this last little layer here. There we go. Alrighty. Now, I feel like this part might be a little bit too flat, so we're going to carve that away first of all. And then... should be good. We're going to leave the scaffolding in place as well, just so that way I can get to the top and, you know, in and out, all that kind of good shit, so we got plenty of access. Alright, let's take a look at it. Might need a little bit more on the top, but otherwise... I think, yeah, we'll add just a smidge more on the top, just like one extra itty-bitty little layer, but the other hard bit that we have left to do still is actually putting in the, hang on, give me a minute here, this one's gonna take a while. But the other hard thing that we have to do is putting in the, shit, what is it called? Oh, some of the other details. That wasn't an actual term, but you get my point. Basically, it's too rigid and, like, predictable. Like, there's too much structure to it, which is why it looks awkward. Now, this is good as a rough shape, but not as, like, a finished product. And, you know, we're going to be working on the whole finished product thing here in a moment. Which, if I grab that... As in, I probably won't even work on it today. I'd probably work on it another time, but shape is good, okay? Like, Makes sense. It's a tree. I don't know how I would fuck up a tree massively, but the shape's good of the leaves. I like how it bushes out. It does what I wanted it to do. The only complaint maybe is, and it would get fixed when we add those branches, but basically if we add some branches on the underside to support it better, that would probably look a little bit cooler. And then also we might have to consider making the actual base of it bigger and just stacking the fuck out of wood to having a fatter base. But we'll play that one when it comes. But basically next time what we'll end up doing is again, you can see how like structured and like even it is. We don't want that. We're just gonna basically be throwing in a bunch of extra leaves on the top. Once the top is done, we go along the ridges on the outside, and then we do the underside where basically we just put in a bunch of spare azalea leaves and random spots, just add a little bit of chaos. Maybe even add in some flowering azaleas. You get the idea. But just some very simple, easy to do things to help kind of break up the evenness of it, and also just add some texture with the flowering azalea leaves, which we still have plenty of. But yeah, you could have like some nice big patches of flowering azaleas as well, not to mention the fact that we're now in a good position where we can actually like add the branches and then add stuff around those. But I think this does what I needed it to do, where we had that, I talked about it before, but there was an issue with negative space, and it's still there, but a lot less now. Like you really have to go out of your way to look for it. And it'll probably get better over time, but you can see the negative space that we have there. Which, if that's a problem, then why isn't it a problem over here? No idea. It should be technically, but luckily I don't think I really care about it that much. But yeah. So we just need to work on some branches on the underside next time. Make this a little bit more chaotic. Maybe tuck some parts in a little bit more. Puff out some other parts. Add in another block here or there, so it's not all even and symmetrical like that. But it's a cool shape. Make the base a little bit fatter. It's nice. It looks cool. We could even have it as well, and this was another thing too that I literally just thought of 3 seconds ago, but another thing we can try and do, we're going to fly over a little bit more, is given how big this tree is, to have it only be supported by that little bit of dirt, especially when there's stuff under there, is not very cool. So what we could probably do is hollow out some of this stuff on the ceiling there, and expand like the wood like into here a little bit more. So not only does it add stuff on the inside that helps kind of break it up from being a flat room, but also actually makes sense in terms of like supporting this tree more, and it just makes it look cooler. So that ought to be like a pretty neat thing we can try. And then we can probably redo that so it's actual like grass and sand again instead of cobblestone. But yeah, that's probably it for me today, honestly. I'm happy with what's happened here, and well, I don't have any complaints. We could even use the frog lights, like the light green like frog lights or whatever, the oak or the what is it, the verdant ones I want to say. The ochres are orange and the pearlescents are purple, so the verdants are green because it's like verde, which is like, I want to say it's Spanish or green. I know it's green in another language, but you get my point. So we could probably like speckle a couple of them inside of here, and then maybe have a couple of them like poking out, like when we remove some of the leaves. So not only does it light it up in here better, but it actually adds like differences that aren't just like flowering azalea or non-flowering azalea. But I like it so far. Good shape. Good shape. We just need some extra branches on some of the very long parts. A small one there. They'll branch out. But basically, again, we kind of want to take a similar approach where like the whole thing on the bottom is supported by like wood in this case instead of cobblestone, and then we chip out some of the excess, so that way it's not just a massive thing of wood. It's just like half wood, half leaf still, but the wood is like actually branching like a tree. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say that's gonna do it for me today. Honestly, I know it's a little bit shorter and we didn't get a whole lot like done, but you know what? I don't give a shit. Okay, I got a tree farm like outline put in place. The tree's pretty much actually like straight up done, which is always cool to see. Um, and it even shows up on the map too, which we'll get that refigured, but better. And I wanted to take it a little bit easier today. Here, we'll even go update these really quickly, just so we do a little bit some extra. But there wasn't a lot in terms of like actual like raw like building or progress, and I get that, but I am getting a little bit too burnt out for my own good, so I'm trying to be a little bit careful about that. And I am just trying to make sure to take care of myself with that kind of stuff. but it should still be fine. I'm just probably gonna take like the week off to just kind of do nothing, you know, just take some time off and enjoy it. But I'll probably be back by like Friday or something. I'd have to say would be fairly reasonable. So I'll take Monday, Tuesday, but I already take Tuesday and Thursday off anyways to go do schoolwork, so it doesn't even change that much. But I'll still go take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, and then I'll be back Friday, just so I give myself a little bit more time to just chill out and do nothing. But yeah, Trees in Place. That's there. We'll probably make it not look so bad at some point. Don't really care though, but yeah, pretty good. Yeah, that's gonna have to do it for me. So we're on day 1,301. Next time I'll be able to update that. So we're on 1,300 plus instead of 1,200 plus. Not that it really matters, but it's been fun. Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Sorry it's been a bit shorter today and a little bit like nothing really happened today at all, but that's really no big deal.